Jim, how satisfying is that today?
Obviously satisfied with the points in the bag. Yes, I think a real sense of relief with the way that the game was going. First half I thought we were the better team. I thought we created the better chances. Conor McCarthy's a really good header saved from Laidlaw, and I felt if anybody was going to go and score in the opening 45 minutes, it was ourselves. The second half, I've got to give credit to John Hughes for the changes that he made tactically, and they looked a bit more of an attacking threat in the second half. The game got a little bit too stretched for my liking. I thought there was too much space in the middle of the park, and we were getting hit on the counter attack too many times. Jack Anick has to make a brilliant save for us. Really good ball in on the right hand side. Jordan White, too much space for my liking in the middle of our box, and Jack makes a brilliant save. So I think in terms of chances created and how the overall game had went, us being the better team first half, Ross County being the better team second half, I think a point would have been fair for both teams. But of course, standing here with all three in the bag is a great relief, and obviously one that we're very pleased about.
After the last few weeks as well, there must have been a bit of a worry that it might peter out to another draw, but I know it's never in doubt, but the players' desire to keep going right to the end.
Well, I gave them a real pat on the back in there, because their character is second to none, honestly. They give you everything, and it would have been very easy for me 4 or 5 games ago, because of the volume of games that we've had. It would have been easy for me to change the tactics and ask them to sit off teams a little bit more and try and save some energy because of what they've had to put in. I think today was our 10th or 11th game in just over 30 days, which is a run of fixtures like I've never known before in my whole career. So for the players to be able to give the kind of effort that they've given in those last 10 or 11 games is quite incredible. And I don't think there's any coincidence with the level of performance in the last probably 3 or 4 games has really tailed off. In the forward attacking third, we lacked a little bit of creativity, we've lacked a little bit of spark, that energy and that willingness to run in behind teams just hasn't been there in the last 2 or 3 games. But I've got to give them credit today, just for grinding it out and getting the result. And yes, it was a soft penalty that decided it, but I'd much rather be standing here having been given that decision than on the wrong end of it. So at this time of the season, James, it's all about results. Obviously we'd love to put on a better performance for the guys at home watching. Unfortunately, the pitch has took an absolute battering of late, and I feel so sorry for Tommy Docherty, our groundsman, because it's something that I know he takes a great deal of pride in. But we've had a run of home fixtures like never before, and hence why there's not a great deal of grass on it, which doesn't suit the likes of Jake Doyle-Hayes and Jamie McGrath and Kyle McAllister and those ball-playing midfielders. So it is what it is. We're unbeaten in 5, 3 clean sheets in those 5 games. The 2 goals that we've conceded against Hamilton and Livingston were both deflections. So defensively we've looked good. Rode our luck at times, no getting away from that, but I think we'd have all bitten the hand off to be in this position with 2 games to go pre-split.
Yeah, and especially given the amount of fixtures, as you alluded to earlier on, that we've had to play over the last wee while, you must be really satisfied with the overall points tally.
I think the players have done brilliant. The one thing that probably really frustrates me more than anything is when I look back at that 6-game losing run that we had. I said to the guys a few weeks ago, to my staff when we were having the chat, because of how well we were doing, I said I hope that doesn't come back to bite us. That was a period this season where we were so low on numbers, and all kinds of things were happening to us off the park, and I would hate to look back on that particular period and think, well, if only we'd picked up a couple of points there. The players have done brilliant. The way that they've reacted post-COVID, if you like, and really kicked on and put us in a brilliant position is great credit to the group, and and the staff as well. It's not just about the players out there on the pitch. It's been a very demanding season for everybody. We're very close to achieving what we've set out to do at the start of the season, but we're not there yet, and we're not taking anything for granted. I still think we need another win. I think that St Johnstone are capable of winning their next 3 games, and therefore I think we need to go and win one of the next 2. So we'll see what happens. We'll give it our best shot. I'm delighted we don't have a midweek game next week. Give the boys a couple of days off to rest and recuperate. and we'll go again against Rangers.
You managed to get Colin Quainer on the park today. How nice was it to finally kind of get to see a bit of him?
Yeah, it was great. Obviously, I mean, Colin has came in here with a lot of expectation on his shoulders because of the level that he's played at. He's played top level in Germany, and obviously, played in the English Premier League with Huddersfield. His goals return isn't particularly great. We didn't bring him in based on his numbers, but he's got real quality. You can see glimpses of it there today. That's his second appearance in probably the best part of 8 months, maybe 9 months. He's nowhere near as fit as we would like him to be, obviously, but he came on today and played a big part, obviously, in winning the penalty. He was very positive, very direct. It was soft, but hey, we've had our fair share of soft penalties given against us this season, so it's a difficult time to be a defender, but I'm delighted that we were on the right side of that particular call.
Jim, thanks very much for your time.
Thanks, James.